Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Simone if you're new here. Today I'm going to be doing this really cute fall burgundy look. So if you guys want to see how I do that, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start this look by using a eye primer. Today I'm going to be using a MAC primer. This one is called Constructivist. So in here I have a few different shades, but I'm going to be using a dark tone. I have clean brushes today, you'll be proud. So because we're going to be doing a bit of a dark look, there's no point really putting on a bright eyeshadow primer because I'm just going to have a dark look. So this will help bring that darkness out a little bit faster. I am, however, going to just tap my finger into the shade Painterly and just blend that up a little bit higher into my brow bone. Just because I personally have a lot of discoloration. And then because I have such dark circles on the inner corner, I really want to get rid of that now. So I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of Bye Bye Redness by It Cosmetics. I usually use these sponges dry, but I just washed it so it's wet, and I had forgotten how spudgy these are. These are the Kmart mini sponges, and they are by far the best sponge that I have ever used. They're so good for the under eyes. I keep these in my kit, but I don't use them. They're sort of an emergency sponge because I don't really use sponges at all in my makeup kit. But because they're so tiny when they're dry, they're just amazing, and you can use them dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and catch the other eye up. Alright, so just in case anyone's noticed, I just washed and blow dried my hair, and I've been using a blue shampoo for brunettes because my housemate accidentally bought it by mistake, and I'm really liking it. It's like really toned my hair that was isolation hair. Okay, so for this look we want to start off with a neutral brown tone. So I'm going to pop this cool tone brown, warm tone brown here, and I'm just going to focus that in the crease and blending it up a little bit. Now because we already have that dark base down, we don't have to work so hard to get a nice dark look. So a light base is really good for when you're working with, you know, like pinks and really bright colors. When you're trying to get a dark look, a darker base works really well. And then this is just a clean brush that I'm just blending that out with. Perfect. So now I'm going to go in with this cranberry shade right here. This is a Dubious Place eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be using this crown brush. I don't know what number it is, but it's very fluffy on the end, but the brush itself is quite dense, like it doesn't bend down. Absolute favorite brush, this one. So I'm just going to focus this right on the mobile lid, and then after I've done that I'll go back in with that other brush and I'll blend it up. So this is going to give it the cranberry look that we want, but it's not quite deep enough to be quite the dark shade that I'm after. And I don't want to go too close to the inner corner. I want to be really, really careful this is something that I always have to focus on because I have quite dark like blue circles in my inner corner and under my eye. So I want to make sure that I really don't get any of those dark shadows close to my bridge of my nose. And then I'm just going to bring that under. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I like to bring my eyeshadow under before I do my concealer. I just find that this just makes this edge corner piece look a little bit nicer. All right, now we're going to go back in with that first colored brush. I haven't added any more product. We're just going to blend. Yeah, we're just going to go in with this little fluffy brush here, and we're going to use a mixture of these two MAC shades. So I know this purple one is Bad Santa, and this one is I'm Into It. So I'm going to go in with I'm Into It first, and I'm going to pop that straight over the top of that cranberry shade. And this will give us just a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to go in with, I think it's called Shady Santa, which is like a more purple toned. And I'm literally just going to pop that straight over the top. And this gives it that deep cranberry look. Now I'm just going to go back in with the brush where I put the more pinkish shade on. I haven't added anything else. I'm just going to blend all over. This just allows it to be a little bit more seamless. And then still using this brush without adding any extra product, I'm going to drag that under the eye, but just in the outer corner. We don't want to go too far in. Now, because I have a hooded eye, I'm just going to bring a mirror up, and I'm going to look straight ahead into my mirror. And so for me, all of my dark cranberryness is actually like still in my crease. So I want to bring that up just a little bit higher. Just what you want to do is look straight ahead and just map out just a little bit higher of where you can see, but you don't want to bring this up too high, just a tiny bit. So when I look down into my mirror, this looks like it would be the great height for normal people's eyes. But when I look up, I lose a lot of this edge. So I'm just working both of those brushes with no extra product on it because I only want to bring it up just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to use that same fluffy brush and just blend that out and towards the eyebrow. So I only need to do this on this part of my eye. I don't need to bring this bit up any higher, just the outer corner. Great. I'm going back in with that brush that didn't have any product on it to begin with, and just softening that edge. Okay, so my camera stopped recording, so all I did was catch the other eye up. I did my foundation using my Rimmel Match Perfection. I've just added a bit of my Hoola bronzer, and I wanted to share a tip with you guys. I should have showed you guys, but the MAC Groundworks paint pot that I used as an eyeshadow primer, I actually used as a contour. It's really, really good tip because it's a paint pot, so it doesn't budge. So I use that a lot for weddings and things on my clients, especially the lighter skin tones, because it just works so well. And then it just stays, and it looks really quite natural as well. And because it's a cream, it really melts into the skin. And then I've been going and using my Medium Plus Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and I've just been putting this all over after I've done my bronzer, just to sort of make everything really seamless and make sure there's no like patchiness or anything. And now I'm just gonna pop on some blush. Oh shit, that was a lot. Note to self, tap off the blush. But what I do when I do that is I just go back in with my foundation brush, no extra product, and I just tap over the top, and that just mutes it down. And I will just go back in with my Skin Mineralized powder. I forgot how pigmented that blush was. That was the, oh that's why, that was a Juvia's Place blush. It was in the same sort of cranberry-ish muted tone that the eyes are in, so it looks really pretty, but that is a lot of blush. Lucky for me, we wear a mask and you can't see it when I don't leave the house because we're in lockdown in Melbourne. Stage 4. Woo. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlighter, and then we'll go back to the eyes. So a little trick that I like to do just to intensify this look a little bit. This is a Inglot J-Lo glitter. I can't remember what it's called, but it is like pink with a gold reflect in it. And I like to just add that, just a tiny bit, right on my inner corner, and that just gives this beautiful like pop. Just a little something extra, why not? And then I'm gonna go in using a clean brush, and all I'm gonna do is just blend underneath my eye, just blending in that shadow into my concealers, making sure there's no like harsh lines or anything. If you need to, you can add a little bit more shadow, but only like the lightest tone. This eyeshadow is really, really pigmented, so it blends, it just keeps blending and blending and blending into oblivion. I'm also going to use a brown liner. This one's just from Thin Lizzy, but you can use any brown liner. This one doesn't have like, it's not a super like brown. It's sort of a very like opaque color payoff. So it just tints the under eye, like the liner. It just tints the waterline, but doesn't like make it a harsh line. So I really like using this one. And that just takes away that starkness from the light color in my waterline's like natural pink tone. I am going to use a little bit of eyeliner as well. So I'm going to be using my Inglot 77 gel liner. I've had mine for ages, so I have to use Duraline with it. And if you have not heard of Duraline, trust me, you are missing out. This is the best product in the world. This is my second one. Thanks so much for watching this video. I did have a couple of camera issues today, so I don't know exactly how much you guys got just yet. I'll have to go back and review the footage. but I might just have to add in a little bit extra, or I might just have to refilm it. So if you guys stuck through to the end and you guys like this look, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My next videos that'll be coming up, I'm going to be doing some bit of a summery looks, so stay tuned for that one. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week.